Berries. From bushes plucked, these quirky fruits are held, activated, and eaten when certain health conditions are met in battle. Silly trainer. Berries are for Pokemon. Today, I, Substitube, will branch out with even more ideas for this ever-growing collection, free to use for your Pokemon-related projects as always. Ready? Baskets in hand, ladies and gentlemen. Ideas are ripe for the picking. The first few are berries that restore things like HP.
Number 1. The Resto Berry.
A play on the Resto Chesto strategy, the Resto Berry gives the holder what amounts to a free rest move when health dips below 10%. HP is restored, but sleep is induced. It's a bit of a double-edged sword, similar to
Number 2. The Imitation Berry.
Modeled after the Wiki Berry, it restores half of the max HP when health dips below a third, if and only if the holder is an inanimate object. Do they even need to eat? Who knows. What is known is that if any organic life form eats that plastic berry, damage will be done instead. Likewise,
Number 3. The Rot Berry.
the rot berry is only edible by grass, poison, and bug-type Pokemon. I mean, who appreciates decaying food more, if not flies, fungi, and bacteria? For a fresher, less disgusting berry, try
Number 4. The Nuevo Berry.
As the battle concludes, you may find that your Pokemon is at the perfect level for evolution. With the Nuevo Berry, get it? Nuevo? HP and PP are restored for this new Pokemon, so it's ready to use for the next battle. There are other things besides health that can be restored, as with the next entry.
Number 5. The Sub Berry.
You know I had to throw one in here as a formality. It puts up an emergency substitute doll at 10% HP, which normally requires at least 25% to create one. Lastly, we have
Number 6. The EXP Berry.
Normally when fainted, a Pokemon loses the ability to gain experience, not from winning the battle post-mortem, and not from EXP share. That wouldn't be the case with the EXP Berry, which grants the holder all the experience it would have lost otherwise. The anime's Pinkenberry transforms a Pokemon's default color to pink. Now I've wanted this in the game for years, and thanks to PSCRT's hack Pokemon Orange, I can finally live out this dream. For the second group, let's give the Pinkenberry some more siblings. We'll start with
Number 7. Color Berries.
why not have one for every color group? And then some. If temporary color isn't enough though, try
Number 8. The Splendor Berry.
the Splendor Berry changes a Pokemon's palette to a shiny one. Permanently. Not to worry, this is intended to be very scarce, with only one per save file, given as the result of a long quest like the Master Ball. You're still earning the shiny and everything, just not through the typical channels. Beyond just plain old solid colors, we're gonna give patterns a try.
Number 9. Pattern Berries.
I chose patterns that are generic enough to fit most designs. Stripes, zigzags, camo, stars, polka dots, floral, crystal berries, and even holographic berries. I'm not saying the series should have the equivalent of weapon skins, but I'm not saying it should not have it either. I mean, don't we have ball capsules or something? Oh well. On the topic of skins, the following berries replace abilities. Since we've just covered berries that shift skin pigmentation, skin abilities are where we'll begin.
Number 10. The Keckleberry.
Activated when hit, the Keckleberry allows Pokemon to match their attack's type through the grace of color change. This ability is kept until switched out, as it is with
Number 11. Skin Ability Berries.
I've grouped a few together just because they activate under the same conditions. Health dipping below 25%, with the ability only lasting as long as the Pokemon's in play. The Paroon Berry gives dry skin. That added water immunity will come in handy in a pinch. Next is the Dragnol Berry, which gives rough skin in a pinch. The Alma Berry, which gives Wonder Skin, not to be confused with Wonder Guard by the way. The Plainton Berry, which gives shed skin like peeling a banana. And the Rambuta Berry, which enables Fluffy. These names, huh? For the next few, I'm just gonna ditch the whole fruit anagram trend and name the berries after what they actually do.
Number 12. Body Ability Berries.
They have the same activation conditions as the previous entry, with the difference being that these grant other abilities related to physical attributes, not the skin. Ice Berry holders obtain the Ice Body ability in a pinch. Clear Berry holders gain Clear Body, Goo Berry with Gooey, Ooze Berry with Liquid Ooze, Thick Berry with Thick Fat, and Carrot Berry with Compound Eyes. To expand on these mostly passive abilities, we also have a collection of status inflicting ones.
Number 13. Status Ability Berries.
Effect Spore, Poison Point, Static, and Flame Body are abilities that can punish your opponent for hitting you too much. While they can debuff your enemy, status can conversely benefit your own Pokemon if they gain the right ability through berries, as seen with the next.
Number 14. Status Stat Boost Ability Berries.
If you find yourself being whittled down by stall tactics such as Toxic, these next berries turn the tide with Quick Feet, Guts, and Toxic Heal. I think that's good enough with the body themed berries for now. Moving on, how about ones that grant abilities related to the berries themselves?
Number 15. Berry Ability Berries.
Gaining these abilities will enhance your use of berries themselves. Such abilities are Cheek Pouch, Cud Chew, Harvest, and Ripen. Unlike the previous ability berries, which last until the active Pokemon is switched out, this final set mimics abilities for only one turn.
Number 16. One-turn immunity bypass berries.
With these berries, you'll be able to hit stuff you weren't able to hit before, with abilities like Scrappy and Mold Breaker.
Number 17. One-turn stat boost berries.
If you need an extra boost, these stat boosting abilities will be helpful in berry form. Simple, Contrary, Moxie, for when you knock out something, and Moody.
Number 18. Final turn damage ability berry.
If you yourself get knocked out, Innards Out and Aftermath can help take the opponent with you.
Number 19. One-turn restoration ability berry.
If you plan on switching out before you faint, granting abilities like Regenerator or Natural Cure can be a last-minute save.
Number 20. Miscellaneous ability berries.
Lastly, here are some miscellaneous abilities that would pair up nicely with berries. I'll leave it up to you in the comments to deal with these. Bonus round. Since herbs are functionally just berries with a different name, I decided to throw in what few I came up with in this last section. Herbs tend to deal with the more annoying side effects like getting stat drops or infatuation. My first idea is...
Number 1. The Immunity Herb.
The Immunity Herb allows one normally ineffective move to hit, bypassing immunity. It's basically a more usable ring target, which is limited to Pokemon that know Trick and Switcheroo.
Number 2. The Focus Herb.
As an attacker, there are frustrations of missing a move, having it endured or protected against. In those scenarios, the Focus Herb activates and immediately repeats the move you were trying to land. This is best when you're on the offense with unreliable moves like Stone Edge or Focus Miss. On defense, you'd want to avoid mishaps with this item.
Number 3. The Bitter Herb.
Crits and flinches are some despised RNG variables when you're on the receiving end. The Bitter Herb will spare you the saltiness.
Number 4. The Amnesia Herb.
There are frustrations that come with raising your Pokemon too. Since
Super training
is no longer a thing, that means there's no easy way to respec your Pokemon's EVs. The Amnesia Herb resets happiness and EVs if fainted. Sure, there's regular stat reducing berries, but you'll need quite a few before you actually get what you want. Amnesia Herb basically makes your Pokemon forget all past experiences with you. Say farewell to your memories.
Number 5. The Savior Herb.
Lastly, the Savior Herb. If the battle ends in complete defeat, normally you have to pay out a huge sum to your opponent, and you'll get sent back to the Pokemon Center. With the Savior Herb, you gotta keep your money. That does it. If you came up with more berry-related ideas, please comment down below. Want more ideas? Check out my ideas playlist, FAKEMON tutorials as well. I'm also on Twitter where I post sprite updates. If you want even more FAKEMON-related content, why not become a Substitube subscriber? I'll see you next time with a Charmed Idea video.